Welcome. Again, for this session, I would like to ask you for a moment just to make your own motivation. Good. Actually, I just remember yesterday night before I went to bed, I was reading in the book from Geshe Acharya Thupten Lodin, this Lamrim book, and there he was emphasizing how important it is for actually in every action, if it's possible, first set the bodhicitta motivation, then remembering emptiness, doing the act, and then at the end to do dedication. He was just emphasizing it, and I thought it's not new, but it's really good to remember this. So it just came to my mind. But now that we do the motivation together, I'm going to share again the screen. Let me just do this here. Yes. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Okay. And for the motivation together, I would like again to share the root verse from the Madyamakavatara, the first one that actually we were talking about last time, about this verse mainly. And we will just shortly also come back to this one today. Mercy alone is seen as the seed of a conqueror's rich harvest, as water for development, and as ripening in a state of long enjoyment. Therefore, at the start, I praise compassion. And then the Lamrim prayer from Lama Chöpa, but here something again is a little bit strange. Sorry. Yeah, I cannot see the whole text. Anyway, then the second one is samsara and nirvana, lack even an atom of true existence, while cause and effect and dependent arising are unfailing. I seek your blessings to discern the import of Nagarjuna's thought that these two are not contradictory but complementary. And now we go on to the next one. I hope it's working today. Yes. Okay. With this motivation that these two verses who are reflecting about compassion on one side and wisdom on the other side, these two wings of the swan that is flying across the ocean. With this, we come again to what we did. I show you from last time and where we are in the overview. Remember maybe the supplement to the middle way, the text of Chandrakirti, that is the main text we are using. And we have been in the third chapter of the main chapter, the meaning of the text, here in the middle in the purple and red color. And here we are in A, the expression of worship. Okay, and then this is the previous one, obeisance of the translator. We did that before. And here's the third one, meaning of the text, the expression of worship. And last time here we were covering, or were talking, reflecting about first the praise of great compassion without differentiating its types. That's the main heading. And there is A, you can see below, compassion as main cause of a bodhisattva. And we talked about the way hearers and solitary risers are born from the king of subduers. We heard the way Buddhas are born from bodhisattvas. And third, the three main causes of bodhisattvas. Okay, and today we follow, or we add now this B, compassion, as the root of the other two causes of a bodhisattva. Okay. And here, just to show you what we mainly did, or how it is like to make an interlink between last time and this time. Remember, maybe here at the bottom, I showed you that there is a cause and effect relationship. And I think it's just really wonderful. And that's why I share it again. So on the left side, starting through listening, reflecting, meditating, listening to teachers, mainly like hearers or solitary riders, beings are generating great compassion. Through great compassion as a cause, mind generation can be developed. Mind generation for all limitless sentient beings. And out of this then, the correct view. As you can see with this arrow, this can also be changed. First correct view and then mind generation. After these three, that are the three main causes of a bodhisattva is arising. And through practicing continuously, a Buddha is arising, complete omniscience. And then a Buddha is teaching, and through this, hearers and solitary riders are developed. And then again, the circle starts through listening, reflecting, compassion, great compassion, and so on. And I just love this interconnectedness, how this is all developed and how it is all cause and effect relationship. Okay? So this is the link from last time, and we come today here on the top. You see, I just made it clear the three practices: great compassion, mind generation, and the correct view are the causes producing a bodhisattva. Okay, now here we just stay a bit in this context. Let me just have a look here. Yes. There is a distinction made in the text now, and the example is a sugarcane. I think maybe you remember it. And as I have never seen a sugarcane before, and during the teaching, I was just drawing something, so I made this. Probably doesn't look like a sugarcane at all, doesn't matter. It's just what I was able to draw then. What you can see in the green color is the bark of the sugarcane, and the pinkish color is inside the sugarcane. And the example is used like the bark of the sugarcane. It's not the thing that we really want to eat or to enjoy, but what we really want is the inside. And in the same way, or in a similar way, there is a statement about mind generation. And I start here with the green circle in the analogy, the bark of the sugarcane. Necessary, there's a necessity for that, is that Bodhisattva or a person needs definitely calm abiding and special insight. And through this, slowly, contrived, with effort, generated mind generation is happening. But a kind of calm abiding and special insight is necessary for this. And this contrived mind generation is called, you can see here, mind generation. But it is only called mind generation because it is similar to the mind generation. It is not yet the actual experience. The actual, oh, this doesn't have to run away here. The actual experience is here inside of the sugarcane in that example. Again, here it's necessary to have calm abiding and special insight. Through this, uncontrived, meaning effortless bodhicitta or mind generation can be generated. And this also is called Mahayana mind generation. But in this way, it is really the actual experience. And at this moment, it is the entrance gate to the first path, the path of accumulation. And the person now, the ordinary being, is now a contrived one and the uncontrived one. You can see it here down. Both have the same subjective aspect and observe the same observed object. The subjective aspect is an aspiration to free, limitless sentient beings, and the aspiration to achieve enlightenment. And the observed object is the object are limitless sentient beings and the obtainment of enlightenment. Understandable so far? What do you think, David?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, the heading that we have here, the B one that I mentioned before, is in the middle in the green circle. Compassion as the root cause of the other two causes of a bodhisattva. So compassion is the root cause, the other two causes we heard, the correct view and ninth generation. No? So, but this here is now the root. And here in this context, it's a beautiful analogy again. You can see it here in the picture. Compassion is really, really important. At, and I have it here, A, yellow, B, blue, C, red. At A here, at the beginning, like a seed. Then B, compassion is so important in the middle, like the water that is nourishing the seed and make it grow. And then C, at the end, it is very important. It is the ripeness or the harvest, when the seed has grown to a fully developed tree with all the fruits, then the harvest is happening. Okay? And also here, the seed actually is the main thing. The seed transforms into the harvest. And the water, the ripeness are just very important conditions that help that is happening. Okay? Now this is, you can see a big arrow coming from here, from this picture, to this words or whatever that I draw here. And again, you can see the yellow A, B blue, C red. So again, it's about the compassion. Now it's connected very much with the practice. Here A, we start with the yellow. Compassion is when we develop it, getting stronger and stronger, then we come to the moment when we aspire bodhicitta, when we think we really would like to generate ourselves this thought of enlightenment and work for it, and that we can help to free all sentient beings from suffering. So a promise of aspiring bodhicitta is happening on the path here. Then when meditating further, slowly engaging bodhicitta can happen. The wish much more strong to help other sentient beings, and then to really to actualize it. For example, by taking the Bodhisattva vows. And in this context, then practicing the 6 perfections. The main one here is the wisdom free of the 2 extremes. And here in this point, it's this wisdom is necessary to finally get rid of the knowledge obscurations. Also not only of the afflictive obscurations, but of the knowledge obscurations. Okay, now I go back up here. When the compassion is getting even more strong, B, we come to the blue part. Then the compassion is repeatedly moistening the bodhicitta. We have here already developed bodhicitta in the yellow part, but it repeatedly, compassion moistens our bodhicitta and helps us to practice continuously, not giving up, just going on and on, despite all difficulties, and amassing the 2 extensive collections. And by amassing these collections, we are able to eliminate all the obscurations and to accumulate all the positive states, all the qualities, to finally reach Buddhahood.
Oh, yeah.
And then, yes,
I would like to ask you questions
yes, please.
for you. You're talking about compassion and bodhicitta. So, what is for you then compassion, and how do you generate compassion, and
Yeah.
what kind of practices which you do with it, or does it come later?
It comes later a little bit, but I'm happy to tell you a bit right now. Um, okay, what is one thing that I hear from you is like the distinction between compassion and bodhicitta, something like this. Is this correct? What do you
Yeah.
ask?
Also, and what kind of practices you do?
Okay, so
What
okay,
for?
yeah,
Yeah,
good, good.
for developing it.
Okay, so for me, compassion is how do you say? I think I always start with my own, my own daily life, my own suffering. Life is not easy. It's really not easy, and I can see it everywhere in my own life, in the people around. It's just so much, like even little suffering. I mean, I live in Switzerland, but even people have so much money and there's so much suffering around. So also I listen to the news, all the wars that go on in the world. This is like really always going into the same, maybe mind aspect in myself that I just consider so much suffering. And this is at the same time, this is also the first noble truth, like just to recognize there is suffering. And then somehow connected, I know now because I have reflected so much about it. I know there's a cause of the suffering. And I can see the causes, how people constantly are generating more suffering. And when I just see that, then already some kind of wish comes like, oh, it would be so much easier for all of us, for myself again, that I don't create the causes for the suffering, but also for other people. And then I think connected are really the Four Noble Truths in my case. When I just see that I have this origin, the affliction, the karma that always generate new suffering for me, then I was considering, what is it about? Is there a possibility to get rid of this origin of suffering? And then comes the third link, or the third of the Four Noble Truths, through cessation. And through, again, there's some experience involved. For sure, I can just, I have some experience to all the years with all the people that I have seen that are really great masters. That I can see it is possible to really strongly diminish or even completely get rid of suffering. I've really seen it in my masters. And then the fourth aspect is then is there a path? And then I can say, yeah, there is a path. All the studies I was able to do, all the teachings to listen to, and I can see there is a path. So I think it's very important for me to know that it's actually possible. And through this, I can understand the suffering that we all have. It can be really diminished and then eventually completely eradicated when we practice and we study and practice. And in this way, as I see compassion or like the suffering, not only in my case, but in all my friends' lives, and all the people I know. So it's just then, we all can get out of the suffering. And I wish really to be able, to help to that people get out of suffering. Something like this, I would say about compassion. Does it make any sense?
Yeah, but you talk more about suffering, and now for me, the compassion part is like, okay, so people are suffering. So what? What does my compassion has to do with that? How do I generate this compassion for these people?
Yeah. Okay, this will actually come on the next chart. Then exactly the generation. That's why I didn't go so much in this one. This exactly will come. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
And also about, about bodhicitta mindfulness, we will come more about this. Okay, is it okay to go on, or what do you think?
Yeah, it's okay. If it comes late, then my question will be answered. Thank you.
Yes, I hope it will. Okay, so we were here still in the how, in this context, how it was written in the text, and I made the mind maps according to the text. Now here we are in B about compassion, how it is then mastered, amassed into extensive collection, and then Buddhahood achieved. And when the compassion is so big now, that is now the harvest. Buddhahood, conjoined with great compassion, is then the source of enjoyment of all sentient beings until the end of time. So it means now all what has been come first, when we go back to the tree here, the tree is there, it's completely developed. The harvest is just continuously coming and coming. That would be the state of a Buddha, who effortlessly is teaching constantly all the important aspects so that sentient beings can make and go on to the path to develop themselves. I want to show you something here on the bottom. Here you can see on the left side in the yellow circle, this is called the dull faculty bodhisattva. And then I will show you up there also the sharp faculty bodhisattva. A word to remember, how I understand it, is that dull and sharp, I mean, absolutely not that any bodhisattva is dull, I think what I understand is just some kind of differentiating the different dispositions of also bodhisattvas. And some of them, they are more going one path, and some of them, they are going another path. And I think there are just two different ways of generating mentioned, but probably there are even much more. So the dull faculty bodhisattva here, that would be this yellow, blue, red to achieve Buddhahood. And the sharp faculty bodhisattva, that's up here now in the green. You can see here. What is he doing? What is she doing? First of all, she is generating compassion. And how? Now it comes a little bit of your question answered, through the the 7 cause and effect relation. Where do I have it? Yeah, 7 cause and effect that is was composed by Nagarjuna, and the exchanging oneself with others that was composed with Shantideva. There are these 2 methods that I was thinking, if we have time today, I would go and just go briefly through them, but I can already see we don't have the time. But they will come another time. So to these methods, great compassion is generated. Then the sharp faculty bodhisattva realizes it needs omniscience to free all sentient beings. In this state now where I am, I'm not able, I'm not capable to free sentient beings. So, okay, then the bodhisattva, she is asking herself maybe, but is it possible? Are there valid reasons to get rid of the suffering, to achieve omniscience? And then the 12 links come into the play. In the way that, yes, it is possible. The first link, that is the root of all the other links, can be eliminated. I can abandon ignorance. So then also it is then said that, can I abandon all the afflictions and the knowledge obscuration? And again, as I mentioned before, the true cessation is possible. Then the Bodhisattva can realize, yes, it is possible. And then through meditating, here it is the subtle Four Noble Truths, the Bodhisattva is having a realization of wisdom, realizing emptiness. But it is not without limitless reasons in this context. And by having the realization of emptiness, the suffering and the state of sentient beings get so clear, then the Bodhisattva, she realizes everybody's in the exactly same situation as I am. And it's just not, if I just liberate myself, that's just not enough at all. They're all in the same. So great compassion, again, is arising. And out of this, how can I really make it happen? Here comes then bodhicitta and the practices of the six perfections. And out of these practices, the Bodhisattva is realizing that with limitless reasons now, the wisdom realizing non-duality. Okay, that's the main thing on this chart. On the heading, on the middle here, compassion as the root cause of the other two causes of a bodhisattva. Now, there's actually a big topic coming, and I think from the time, I cannot really see the time that is elapsed already here in the Zoom, but when I watch when I look at my watch, I think we cannot go through this all. I think I might just mentioning what it's about, but then it would be next time that we go through it. How is it for you, David? What do you think? Or do you have another suggestion for today?
I will still like you answer my question because you didn't do that yet.
Okay. So okay, go. Look, then we go here. We just take this part. That's possible. I can take this before the other part. Look, here is written how to generate great compassion in meditation. Is it that what you would like to know?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay, good. So actually, this is how, and I remember well how Geshe-la, and he didn't do so many meditations with us, but he mentioned it, and I think it's very interesting. Good. Okay. How to generate compassion. Okay. First of all, here on the left side, we start on the green part here. We have just to, first of all, it's not written here, but we have to see and to know, maybe we get to know this through study, that the cause of the VTC is the connection to the view of transitory collections. That the cause of all of it is this VTC, and it means our extremely unpeaceful mind. So to this unpeaceful mind, I'm constantly, and that's actually what is coming in this, what we have here, this analogy. It's really beautiful. But this will come then only next time. So this unpeaceful mind is the cause. And through this, we constantly generate to our attachments and aversions and running here and there and everything. We do actions, and through this, we just enter again and again samsara. And here you can see it's this picture of this wheel. We have to recognize that I am constantly circling up and down, circling, propelled by karma, my actions, and that are done out of affliction. So we have to realize this. My personal situation. Exactly, here you can see. This is my own situation. My samsara connected with the 12 links. And by reflecting repeatedly about this situation that I just mentioned, the sufferings again, our mind gets affected. And we can see that it's not just me, that is in this situation, but all sentient beings are in the same situation. And through this, we can generate a closeness, a strong affection and cherishing that is connected with an unbearability to all sentient beings. That would be the goal, to really feel then out of this, we are all in the same situation. And then, through this, we meditate on generating compassion. We can do the 7 cause and effect meditation or extending oneself and just generate compassion through these 2 methods. And actually, I will go through them next time because they're really so important, just for us also to remember them. But then again, how is it? So this would be the answer for your question about how to generate great compassion. Then there's something more about, like again, dull faculty and sharp faculty bodhisattva. But let's see if this is enough now. Is your question a bit more answered now?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Okay, but okay, we still have some time, not today, but many, many other times where you can please go on with your asking. I will get probably then a more secure to also just open and I like better to answer them. Okay, let me see if I have one question that I could ask you. Yeah, I would like to ask you just for today. I mentioned here at the beginning here how to generate compassion. The VTC, the view of transitory collection. Do you remember? You have any memory of what this is?
So the question, the view of transitory collection, what it
Yes.
is.
What is it for you?
Is it mainly grasping for the aggregates as inherently existent? And if you go deeper, it's mainly the mind part. I mean, the I exist, and from this, all the other afflictions come about. To say it shortly.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Not too bad. You have quite a good memory. I know that. I just give you the definition. Probably this one you don't remember. Also, the division of the VTC is it is an afflicted wisdom that observes either the I or mind in one's own continuum and conceives it to exist inherently. But this will be like either coming in the next session or then in the section of, afterwards. So this will come very soon because it's so important. Okay, you were not too bad. So with this, I go. Already we are at the point where we do the dedication. And just before going through the 4 verses, I would like that we reflect whatever small merit we generated through listening, reflecting, sharing in this topic, we can dedicate for our own development of great compassion and all qualities, and for the wish that all sentient beings are able to experience love and compassion in their lives and eventually practice the path to enlightenment themselves. May the precious body-mind, not yet born, arise and grow. May that born have no decline, but increase forevermore. In this land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. As long as space remains, and as long as sentient beings remain, may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Okay? Thank you very much for being there today again, and I'm looking forward to meet you again.